So last year we built 3 raised beds out here. They're still, I never cleaned them out. And we're gonna build 1 more today, but probably 5 more this season.
Yes, I think I did take ears off of them.
So tell them what they are.
They're fence planks.
They're just,
For a privacy fence.
yeah, they're just cedar fence
Cedar
planks.
holds up better.
Yeah, the cedar holds up better. It doesn't have to have any additional treatment or anything. And then what did we put on the edges?
We just put 2x4s on the edges because you can't, there's nothing to get into the cedar. The one thing we're going to do different this time is about middle ways through, I'm going to put a 2x4 in the middle to kind of help draw it in so it'll hold together better.
But it hasn't bulged super bad. You can see a little, but let's go make these. So for 1 bed, you're gonna need 6 cedar fence pickets or 6 cedar fence boards. At my Lowe's, these are currently $3.83 as of March 2025, but that will vary.
Kindling.
That's tiny, Candy. So each of the 6 boards are dog-eared at one end, and so we just went and cut that dog ear off so that we've got just straight boards that we're working with no little cut on the end. I think I've seen people make these online and leave those on, so it's not actually necessary, I don't guess, if you didn't want to cut those off, but we cut it off of all 6 of the boards.
So here I'm measuring the braces that are going to hold the planks together, and we're going 11 inches because the width of each plank is 5.5 inches, so it gives a total of 11 inches. So you measure the first one. I was using a miter saw, so I didn't technically have to use the triangle, but I did. And I'm going to cut the first one, and then off of it I'm going to be able to use to make the rest of them. You're going to need, I believe it is 10 of these braces, and so you can get out of an 8-foot 2x4, I think you get 8 or 9. You get 9, 8, get 8, and then you'll need one other 2x4 to get the other one. Yep, right there. You ain't got to be exact. You build a house. So here we're going to measure the length of our plank. It's going to be 71 inches after we cut off the dog ear. So we have to find the halfway mark on that. That's going to be 35.5 inches. So you'll cut it directly on the 35.5. You don't want to have one 35.5 because then you'll have a shorter second piece. So you make your mark at 31.5. You're going to cut it right down the middle so you have 2 boards that are of equal length, and then you will put them together and have an end.
So what are you using to mark it there?
I'm using a number 2 pencil.
What's the technical name for that? It's a special triangle,
It's
right?
Framing square. I call it a triangle because it's a shape, but it's actually a square. A speed square is what they call it.
Okay.
Yeah, I love my speed square. I use it all the time.
So that's one end, and then we're going to move on to make the other end as well, right?
Yes, we'll make the other end. It's very important. Use the same process, which we know that it's going to be, that we need to make our mark at 31.5. It's 71 inches. It might be just a hair longer.
So if you didn't have this type of saw, what else could you use?
You use a skill saw. Oh, well, the technical term for it would be a circular saw. When I was a kid, for some reason, they called them skill saw. Skill's the brand, but I don't know. When I went and bought one, I bought a Skill brand one, and I call it my skill saw.
But this type of saw is a...
This is a miter saw with an 8-inch blade, Craftsman. As long as you have the mark. 20 volt. Miter saw. With the Craftsman stand. It works really well. see.
So we're going to get that second piece cut, and then we will start attaching all the separate pieces together.
Exactly. Yeah, and you can set it right down there on it. So we want to apologize for the wind. It was completely awful, and we are so sorry for that. We only had this afternoon to work on it, so we had to do it with the wind. As you can see, we have one plank that's cut in half. That'll be an end. We have another plank that's cut in half. That'll be an end, and then 4 planks, 2 on each side, which will be the sides. And those are all the braces.
This was actually in this box.
Mm-hmm. See, look. Use these size screws, because then you're not going to over-penetrate.
Yeah.
Take your brace, set it on each end, apply 4 screws to each plank, securing it to the brace, and you're good to go.
So this is actually a really kid-friendly project. If you would like to include kids in helping to build this box, this would be a great step for them to start participating in the process.
And learn the importance of not over-penetrating with your screw.
So as our little man was working on the end pieces, he started working on the 2 long side pieces. So this is different because you've got to add that middle brace.
Yes, and I measured once again to find the center of my planks and placed my brace at the center.
So you're going to want to screw those middle braces in as well. And then we're going to start lining this all up to assemble the box together.
Well, I need one there, one there, one there, one there, one there. One there, one there, one there, one there.
Okay.
Look, one here, one here, one here, one here, somewhere up there. But I have it set on here, so do this one, then do this one, and then when you get those done, pick it up, scoot it down, do this one. Or do this one, do that one, and then pick it up, move that one. Whatever way you want to go.
I do.
Alright, you better do a good job.
Okay, so now we're going to start attaching all these separate boards together.
So we sit in a circle where each of the family member holds a side, and then I screw the ends into the braces. So as you can see, I'm screwing brace to brace. You're going to need to use a longer screw than what you did to put your planks on the brace. I think I used like a 3-inch decking screw or a 3-inch drywall screw. So you get them all in there, make sure that you're flush on each end, and you should come out square. Here, as she told earlier in the video, I want a brace that's going to be in the middle. It's going to be covered with dirt, but this is just to help it from expanding in the middle. So you measure it, your inner diameter, or I guess it wouldn't be diameter, but your inner distance, and cut you a board to it, and then you'll place it in the middle. I talked a little fast, so now you're just having to watch me saw. But it's okay. So the method of sticking a board under it is horrible. Measure it and mark it. This is completely uneven and it looks awful. So bad that I went out that night and fixed it because it was driving me crazy.
So in that awful windstorm, we were able to get this box built, and we have 4 more to build. So if you have any questions, leave them below. Hope this has helped, guys. Thanks.